Aston Villa's chance of making the top four in the English Premier League suffered a huge setback after they lost 2-0 last night to relegated Wolverhampton Wanderers. English Premier League na your mate. No one actually saw this coming because going into this game, everyone would have thought that Aston Villa should actually have a one-way drive going into this particular game. But Wolverhampton Wanderers, who are already in the mud, got to show Unai Emery Aston Villa that the draw against Arsenal 2-2 wasn't a fluke. And so, they staged a beautiful game, defeated Unai Emery Aston Villa by 2-0. What does the win actually mean for Wolverhampton Wanderers? In my opinion, they are just having a wonderful preseason, preparing for their next season or preparing for life in the championship next season. That is what Wolverhampton Wanderers are doing. But for Aston Villa, I think the same fate that happened to them last season is just what is about to go down. They've actually had it good in some part of the season, and towards the ending, they actually slip off and lost out in the Champions League slot. This season, the same thing is going on. Aston Villa at one point were about 6 points, 7 points ahead of Manchester United and Chelsea, who are currently in 4th and 5th place. But last night, they blew their chance. A win for Manchester United against Crystal Palace in their Premier League game this weekend will see them climb to 3rd position ahead of Aston Villa. The English Premier League is simply unpredictable. And the way it's going, I've said it previously, do you think Aston Villa could actually retain their 3rd spot, 5 points gap ahead of Manchester United, 6 ahead of Chelsea? But then, the English Premier League is definitely showing what it knows how to do. Aston Villa have actually thrown away their chance of making the top 4. Believe me, because if we take a look at their remaining matches, their next game is against Manchester United. And a win for Manchester United against Aston Villa will open a 3-point gap against Aston Villa. And they still have Tottenham Hotspur, they still have Liverpool, and their last game of the season is against Manchester City. I think, in my opinion, Aston Villa have actually blew away their chance of making top 4 in the English Premier League this season. So what do you make of Aston Villa embarrassing defeat to Wolverhampton Wanderers last night? Let me get your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.